I just spent actually the last 8 months in Pakistan. So hello, I'm Sara. I'm Moroccan, but I consider myself as a world citizen. I'm an engineer turned into an entrepreneur, and I feel like discovering Asia in 2018 was for me a revelation. I came the first time in Pakistan in 2021, and it was just crazy to see that much people coming from Morocco, where we are like 37 million people, to a country that has 250 million. It was just mind-blowing when I was in the old city of Lahore. And what I thought is, you can do any business and sell flip-flops for $1, and you can make millions out of this country. That was the first thought, knowing that at that time I was not even an entrepreneur, so I was not in business. But I felt that there is something in this country that has a lot of opportunity to bring there. So yeah, I was saying that I was born and raised in Morocco, so it's really the other side of the planet compared to Pakistan. And I spent the last 10 years in Paris, mainly in the tech ecosystem. And what really annoyed me, let's say the last 2 years, I was really fed up of Europe, and I was about to think how I'm going out of this continent, old continent as they said. It was either for me coming back to Morocco or maybe going to the Middle East, as I have a lot of friends moving to Dubai. But the fact that Pakistan from the 2021 stuck with in my head, and I felt that it's better to go to places that no one dare to go. Because for me, I really believe that opportunities are there where the challenges are. So, and in 2021, meanwhile, I forgot to tell you that we invested in a cheese factory here in Lahore. It's called Farmer Cheese Making, and that was the first step we've made in business back then. So it was one of the reasons also that make us, okay, let's just follow up, and it enabled us to make 5x the turnover of this company in 2.5 years, which is quite a crazy return on investment. So yeah, here we are now. Since last November 2024, I'm here almost full time, building many businesses and exploring also the opportunities. For me, it's a country where everything has to be done, and everything to be done in terms of products and services. I've been also watching very closely the tech ecosystem here since my visit in 2021, where I visited the NIC Islamabad, and I felt that something is preparing in this country, because with a huge population like this and a digitalization that is happening definitely in the upcoming years, either we want it or no, it's happening, it's there. The young people are tech savvy, and there is no other choice, and plenty of services are needed to get moved and attract the right people in these countries and for the right opportunities. So through my media company, WASSSL, you can check the podcast later. You can see how we are exploring the business leaders, the founders who are building the future in this country and expanding to the wider MENA region and even globally. But I'm not only here for business. Pakistan actually also seduced me with its culture, the heritage. I loved being around in the old city of Lahore, especially. That's why I choose it as a base. It reminds me a lot of Marrakesh, my city, which is one of the oldest cities in the world that has this warmth of people and a lot of monuments, a lot of history. And Lahore is exactly the same, celebrating also the food scene that is just crazy here. So for me, it's a whole immersion in the Pakistani culture that I love. I grew up with Shah Rukh Khan, and for me, India and Pakistan is the same country, even like with all the little challenges that's happening. But for me, it's the same country, same culture, and they shared much more than we imagine. And yeah, so now I'm like kind of excited to this new chapter. I'm launching also a cosmetic business here, sharing my Moroccan culture with the Pakistani community. What I loved about it, it's when I visit in 2021 Shahi Hammam in Lahore, it reminds me of Morocco, and I felt so bad that this heritage and this ritual just died away. And another reason that we cannot miss, it's definitely the natural raw beauty of Pakistan. I loved to be in the mountain in 2021 by Gilgit-Baltistan. It's for me one of the most beautiful spots I've seen in the world. I'm a mountain person, so I really enjoyed it. And for me, Pakistan has a lot of potential of tourism that definitely not explored. So I'm just planning to enjoy it as much as I can before maybe the mass tourism can happen. Hopefully for the country, I think it's going to be really good to make also the country move forward and work better on the infrastructure and also open up to the world, because Pakistani are one of the most hospitable people. They are generous and it just like remind me of home. So I feel like Pakistan is my second home. There is no other thing. Even my parents are not really aligned with this vision. They still think that I'm like going much farther from them than being in Europe. But for me, it's definitely worth the ride. I'm in my 30s, so this adventure, it's just opening for me a new chapter. So the journey of building in Pakistan is just starting. I'm so excited for it. And I let you subscribe to the channel and follow my journey, because we're not gonna get bored.